Patel. Yeah, I'm really excited to be putting this to Cabinet today as part of Brent's commitment to tackling the climate and ecological emergency. This programme is going to be one of the most far-reaching programmes at the council, and to be clear that the key goals are to do all reasonable in our gift to aim for carbon neutrality by 2030 and to make Brent one of the greenest, most biodiverse and climate resilient boroughs in London, with our residents better connected to nature. So the programme has the capacity to develop on the administration's political priorities, both in the short term, contributing to supporting residents with the cost of living, and also supporting local businesses with the cost of doing business, but also to deliver on the administration's priorities in the long term by transforming the borough's capacity and resilience to address the climate emergency. Some of the key proposals that Cabinet are being asked to approve today include a £3 million strategic community investment levy fund investment into the Church End and Roundwood Green neighbourhood. This is a really ambitious programme to improve the area in terms of air quality, active travel, and greening the neighbourhood. And will provide residents with a really positive sort of development in those areas, and also relatedly looking at kind of designing out antisocial behaviour and fly tipping from the area. There is also a proposal to just be a bit more flexible on our carbon offset fund so that we can basically maximise our ability to reduce carbon from our corporate estate and also support residents with in social housing with upgrading their carbon efficiency in their homes. We have other really positive proposals around sustainable travel, so extending the very popular school streets in the borough, looking at helping residents with reducing consumption, further decarbonisation of social homes, further work to support residents to connect with nature, and also sort of supporting residents to have a more resilient kind of local area when it comes to kind of climate heating. So yeah, a huge thank you to the officers that supported me on developing this, and to Cabinet members for their input. I'm just happy to put it to Cabinet today.
Thank you very much. Yeah, there's some really good work there, and especially in the appendices. So there's the climate change programme and also the dashboard. Does anybody have any questions? Councillor Donnelly-Jackson, Councillor Seth, and then Councillor Grall, please. And Councillor Nerva, thank you.
So less of a question, more of a comment welcoming. I will declare an interest. I'm also a ward councillor for Roundwood Ward, and so I very much welcome this £3 million investment in Church End and Roundwood Green corridors, having seen directly and interacting with residents about their concerns and the things that they would like to see to green the area and make it much more friendly for active travel. I would also just like to say, I find the work that comes out of this team really impressive, and quite often we're asked by activists and kind of advocates for around climate change, what are we doing as a council? And I would just recommend that anybody that's taking that interest, take a look at all of these action plans and all of the things which we are doing. It's broken down into absolute detail about all of the things which are across the entirety of the council. So not just in particular pilot areas where we're doing amazing sterling work, but across the council there is so much work happening. And I think it's just a real testament to the passion of the officers for making sure that Brent can get towards that target in 2030. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Patel. Now, I'd just like to echo what Councillor Donnelly-Jackson just said. Great work from Jake and the entire team. We did a lot of work in the previous years. I did a lot of work with Oliver Myers and his team, and they do some brilliant stuff, and I'm glad this is progressing. And it's great to see all the active travel stuff happening as well, which will merge with my department too, and I look forward to working with Councillor Rubin on it.
Thank you. Councillor Grant.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Councillor Rubin, and I know that Councillor Sheff was involved in all of this work as well. I think there's some really good initiatives here. I've mentioned it before, but the School Streets programme has been a huge success. It's been so popular that many other schools have come forward requesting one in their area, as well as the SIL funding, which I think presents a really exciting trial, and we look forward to seeing the outcomes of that in the future.
Thank you. Councillor Nerva.
Thank you. I'd like to commend this paper. In reading it, I see this as the minimum, not the maximum aspiration of Brent, yes? But I think everything in here is realisable over a comparatively short period of time. I'm excited by the fact that Roundwood Church End have been prioritised for intervention. If you look at the data, around car use, which I've got in front of me, which is where over at least, well, probably 60, 70% of the area actually doesn't have access to a car. And yet we know the impact in terms of accidents and air quality in the area is incredibly high and stands out in Brent. It really shows why Roundwood and Church End is a key area for intervention. I look forward to the climate emergency team continuing work with public health to ensure that we get the best to improve the health and well-being of all residents through this exciting programme. And I would just add, of course, when we look at the document, we see the impact transport has on air quality and climate emergency. And I would just highlight the opportunity in the budget for the government to support the West London Orbital, which I know Brent Council, other West London authorities and crucially TfL are supporting, and also for the Chiltern line to be decarbonised. Because of course the Chiltern line is the only remaining diesel operation into London and passes through Brent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Councillor Farah?
Can I just also support my this well-deserved investment in Church End? As you may know, in community safety, Church End is a high priority area, and I'm looking forward working with the team within the community safety, especially design out crime and involving more with the police as well. It is important that we have that assurance and collect and use this investment more collaboratively to reduce crime in Church End.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it's really good to see that some of these social inequalities are being tackled through the climate change agenda. So the recommendations for this report are on page 86 from 2.1 to 2.6. Is the Cabinet happy to progress? Thank you very much. Thank you.